Hello, 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 hello. This is Rich Kale here on YouTube. Rich Gen X elsewhere. And it's time to continue with Alone in the Dark. Ironically enough, I'm actually playing this at closer to midnight this time round. At least I'm recording it closer to midnight. You're seeing it at 10 a.m. in the morning if you're watching it Eastern Standard Time when it premieres. I'm not holding my breath that you're actually doing that, so I record these in advance when I can. I know I don't have many viewers. I'd like that to change. Um, oh, yeah. Yep, see, I come right back here. Okay. Okay. As we look around, do I have a weapon? Ugh. Yeah, I have a sledgehammer. Good. Sledgehammer. Well, at least now we got the sound back. So, we are obviously trying to find something. Anything here? Okay. Okay. Now, this is all linked to a previous case. An axe. Is that an axe? Or is that something? No, it looks like an axe to me. Okay, so this bridge. There's history to it. Alright, so we're trying to get up to the bridge. Come to a solution about things. Let's find out what this is over here. Oh, there. House or something. Wow. What's this? Shit. Machine gun cartridge is good. What's this? Profane totem. Ah, goat without horns. A secret objective. Oh, what's this?
Edward had heard the whispers for years. When he lived in Brooklyn, it was only on rare occasions, like when he as a child climbed that tall tree in Central Park, or when he almost drowned in the Hudson River, trying to save his despaired mother. The whispers became more common as he moved to New Orleans, but still rare enough to be ignored. Now as he walks the halls of Derceto, he knows what is calling him. He doesn't want to admit it, but the dark young in the conservatory is telling him to sacrifice the cabris and corn.
Cabri saying corn and I don't care. Thought he could get the drop on me. But I got a sledgehammer. Okay. Oh, that was, okay. Obviously the fog's not going to let me get past here, I don't think. Because it's going to say it's...
I can't go that way.
Yeah, I kind of figured, Carnby. Mm-hmm.
The kidnapper had sold a painting to Thornhill, the collector, to pay for a car and enough gas to get out of Louisiana. Detective Carnby was suddenly reminded of shaking him down to find out where the kidnapper was hiding. St. George's Hotel by the park. Carnby vaguely remembered
yeah.
the case of the missing child. She was kidnapped by her estranged father. There was some connection to a gallerist named Thornhill, a painting sold to pay for a getaway.
Careful.
Oh no. It was her all along.
Grace.
I can't believe I didn't recognize you.
I looked a little different back then, I suppose.
Was any of this real?
How do you mean?
This day, just... so much is happening. I can't... I think I've lost my head. Do you need me to apologize? I mean... I am sorry. I don't think I need to begin to explain. You're just a kid, Grace. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean for it to happen.
Lies. More lies.
No, really. I thought I was being a good guy by handing you over to your mother. I didn't know. I couldn't have known that she wouldn't care about you.
I don't know how this works. What is this for?
Some form of admission of guilt. Maybe acceptance. It's what the Dark Man wants.
I guess we just watch my father die again then.
You think he's alive?
I know he is. He's down there, scared that he won't be able to get out. That he will drown with his daughter again.
What are you saying? We gotta save him!
We? Do it yourself. I'm down there with him, remember?
Oh. Hello, game. Thank you.
Can I really save them? This all happened so long ago. I have to find a way to get down there. I have to see it with my own eyes. There was a boat at the house where I entered. If I can raise the bridge, I should be able to get to the car.
Yep. Oh.
Carnby had run their car off the bridge. He pulled Grace out of the sinking car, but left her father to drown. He could have saved him. There was time. He just chose not to. Instead, he took Grace back to New Orleans and collected his paycheck.
Well, that's shitty. Okay. So, what we got here? anything. Can't go that way. I can go up that way. But I need to double check something. I'm gonna double check, make sure I suss out everything. Oh, it's another weapon. Ooh, what's this? Oh, I'm full of shotgun shell ammo. Okay. So I know that there's a weapon down here. Okay. What's that? Oh, that's another weapon. What the fuck? Hatchet. Oh. I want my sledgehammer back. Fucking hell. I want my sledgehammer. Why can't I grab my sledgehammer again? Because the damn gun's following me everywhere? Bit glitchy there.
This must be where the bridge is operated.
No, I wouldn't have guessed, Edward.
Nothing's happening. It's like something's holding it back.
Nah, really? I would never have guessed. Fuck. This don't look right. No. Well. So I gotta get these vines to scats. They're not easy.
There we go. I should be able to tie it close.
Okay, game. Oh my god, I'm lagging. Normally I should play this when I have the computer. Fuck you, bird. Oh, God. Helps to have a little bit,
Come on, I'm pulling.
oh, bitch. Shit. I've used all my... There's still one more? Ah, great. So... Oh! Now I can get that. Okay. Okay. So I gotta get there now. Okay. So I've gotten everything I need to do here then. And I'm all out of health okay. So how do I get down now? Okay, I guess, let's see, if I go down, if I'm able to go down this side then. Okay, if this is the right one. Yes, this is the right side. Oh, fuck. Fuck you! Oh, fuck you. It killed me. It killed me. It killed me. It killed me. I blame all those bird things. Because maybe I should have been using something more powerful. Like a shotgun. I hate those things. Oh, crap. Leave an offering at the Whispering Tree? Why is it saying that? Ah, boy. Now I'm locked up again. Because now if I would go down the other side, I wouldn't have been able to get across. Oh, you son of a bitch. Let this be a lesson. Load your weapon before you're gonna fucking try and shoot something. Come on, game. What the fuck? I only take 2 shots from those bastards? I have to think this one out. I suppose I could try going into sneak mode, but that dies the second I... If I try a different weapon. If I run. Oh, shortcut. I can live with that. Why fight when you can just skedaddle, right? Wait, is there anything in here I could grab? Okay, nothing in here I can grab anymore, so... Right. So we rescued Grace. Can we save him? That's the next question. I don't think we can.
Are you okay?
Don't leave me alone.
What the hell have you been doing?
What's going on here? Look at this mess!
I'm sorry, Mrs. Thompson.
Don't make me kick you out of this house. Now get out!
What the hell?
Hey, Detective. Mr. Carnby. I'm really worried about you.
I'm okay. I just need to catch my breath for a moment.
This place? There are some very disturbed figures around here. And I don't think it's just the patients.
Yep.
I've been reading some things about how Derceto has a deranging effect on people. I think it might explain things.
What?
Just take it easy, okay? I'm gonna go find a way into Dr. Gray's apartment. I want to know what he's hiding.
Emily? Don't worry. I think I'm close. I'm gonna set everything right.
Just be careful.
Well, why is it kept pointing about stole the child and let him drown? Own up to your awful past. Okay. Leave an offering at the Whispering Tree.
The steamboat. The steamboat was a hideaway that Jeremy had built over the last few days. Having seen his memories extracted and expanded into physical realms by the Dog Man, his unconscious mind had decided to take the chance that Jeremy could manifest a world in secret. A world that wasn't sanctioned by the Dog Man. Deploying his own self-deceit as a gambit against his dog master.
Interesting.
The Dark Man had forced Carnby to face his memories of Grace and her father. How he ran him off the bridge at Pearl River and carried on to steal his child as he was drowning. He then handed Grace off to her mother because that was the job. And you don't question the job. You take the money and get drunk. As Carnby slowly accepted his trauma, he started to wonder why it was his and not Jeremy's.
That's a good question. That is a very good question. Leave an offering at the Whispering Tree. That's new. Pay a visit to Dr. Gray in his apartment. So what one popped up now?
It wasn't clear to Detective Carnby that he had actually accomplished anything, but he had the distinct feeling that he was making progress. The steamboat must have been what the self-deceit was referring to, and clearly the business with Grace was psychological trauma. Out of the 3 steps on the Dog Man's contract, only one thing seemed to remain: temper-manic behavior. Carnby was getting sick of guessing. It was time to pay Dr. Gray a visit in his apartment.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have to figure out how to get in there. There's something in Grace's room. And we can't get in there right now. Why? Now what?
It wasn't clear to Detective Carnby that he had actually accomplished anything, but he had the distinct feeling that he was making progress. The steamboat must have been what the self-deceit was referring to, and clearly the business with Grace.
I played this one. Okay.
I'm not going in there. She's clearly had enough of me.
Please tell me that was not another.
It wasn't.
I'm getting out of here. Alright. So is there something in this hall? Let's see. You want to open the door? Okay, well that door's open now. There's gotta be something in here that I'm supposed to find now. Now that's locked. I followed him. All these doors are now locked? Was I supposed to hear that? Back down here. Okay. Clerk's office has a puzzle in it. McCaffrey's room still has something in it, apparently. But this is locked! And oh god. This doesn't make sense. Why is everything locked to me? I guess my only the way to go is to the office. Locked. This is private, no entry. Whoa!
Detective, am I glad to see you. Lock the door, will you? I don't think Dr. Gray would appreciate us snooping around.
Agreed.
What's going on here? This feels so strange.
It's strange because this is actually how the original game worked.
Detective Carnby felt removed from himself. Like driving drunk, he carefully tried to navigate his environment. What the hell was going on? Was he finally losing his mind? At least Emily was here to call the police if he went off the deep end.
What's this? False book. Myth of the... Oh, please. Believe it or not, This is actually mentioned in the first game. It's the first book you find. It's a hollow book.
There's a book missing.
What did you do?
I was just rearranging the books.
Well, come on, let's check it out.
Yeah, I'll check it out in a moment. I need to, What's this? Not that. That. Toy talisman. All the world's a stage. Secret objective. There's so much I could still get. Goat without horns.
Hey.
Alright, let's go in.
I think I'm beginning to understand. Dr. Gray is dealing with some kind of mass delusion.
What were you saying about mass delusion?
Derceto seems to have a deranging effect on people living close by. It has a history of creating cults devoted to some nature goddess. Even the name Derceto refers to the cult existing here before the Civil War. Derceto was the name of an ancient fertility goddess worshipped in Syria. Dr. Gray and his friends, however, seem to prefer the black goat of the woods with 1,000 young, or Shub-Nigroth. And that name can only have come from my uncle's twisted mind.
Well, first meeting, a transcript.
Good to finally meet you, Mr. Hartwood. I'm here on the behalf of your brother Philip. You were expecting me, weren't you?
Yes. You're from Derceto, no?
That's right. I just wanted to ask you a few questions to see if there is anything I can do to help you and your family.
Okay.
I understand you're full of imagination. You make up a lot of things.
I suppose.
And you obsess over them, blurring reality and fiction.
Sometimes.
Do you want to tell me about the Dark Man?
No. No, I don't.
That's all right. Perhaps there is something else you can tell me. Something you know to be made up, but you hold dear.
Juan?
John? Who's John?
No. Juan Luis Jorge. Oh, wait there a moment. Here, take a look.
Is he... Oh, he is the author.
It's a magnificent book. Life-changing even. The real Juan is long dead, but I like to think of him as my friend. My most beloved friend.
I see. Do you often do this? Fantasize about people you read about?
No. Well, there is Jacob.
Who is Jacob?
Turn to the last page.
Oh, it's a newspaper article. The Prisoner of Ice, Jacob van Ostad. Is he also your beloved friend?
Oh, no, Doctor. Not at all. He's the fire that fights fire.
Yes, I think it's clear your overstimulated imagination, this mania, needs to be tempered for you to live a normal life. I know your family calls it the Hartwood curse, but I want you to know that there is nothing supernatural about your condition. It's all inside your head. And with that, I'm very qualified to deal with. In time, you will be cured.
In time.
Yes, in time we will exorcise all your demons, all the dark men. Please, Mr. Hartwood, calm yourself.
What happened?
Oh, don't you worry your little head about it, Miss Hartwood. Your uncle and I just had our first breakthrough.
That mark on the floor looks like talisman positions, but from which direction should I look at it?
The snake dagger.
The Snake Dagger, a monograph by Yael Klein. In Ludwig Prin's book on pagan rituals called The Mystery of the Grave, as translated by Nicholas Vachy, there are several references to a sacrificial dagger called the Snake Dagger. It has long been thought of as a poor translation of the original text, that it would be more appropriate with worm dagger from the Latin vermis cultrum. This seems natural following the recent consensus that the original title of Prin's book, De Vermis Mysteris, should literally translate to the mystery of the worm.
Really?
However, this would take away from Vachy's great effort at translating the underlying meaning of the words and revealing several cultural beliefs. While Prin certainly was using the term worm as a symbol or synecdoche for death and the dead, which is made clear by the contents of the book, in the case of the dagger, we shouldn't be too hasty to dismiss his translation. Reading through Vachy's correspondence with his patron, it appears that he had more than just the Latin text at his disposal. Vachy had dug up Prin's living relatives and uncovered several cross-referenced historical texts and an actual snake dagger. The dagger was dated to the early Middle Kingdom of Egypt and had such a clear shape of a wave that Vachy considered calling it the sinusoidal blade. Knowing the full story, it seems prudent that he chose to translate it as snake and not worm. There are several reasons why this choice of word helps us understand the pagans that Prin's book attempts to describe.
Okay.
The symbolic value of the shape becomes more apparent when reading about the use for the dagger. In the passage of possession and exorcism, we find the snake dagger poisons the poisoner within the victim and is therefore pacified.
Okay.
Where the literal text would tell us that the worm dagger trumps the demon possessing the victim, it tells us nothing of their reasoning, only that somehow this dagger wins against the demon, like it had the better hand in poker. Vachy's translation allows us to follow the underlying logic to the ritual magic that is being performed. Poison the poisoner. Sounds like fighting fire with fire. That to hurt the demon possessing its victim, the priests would have to fight back with a power that is known to the evil they are fighting. The snake dagger is therefore not only a good way to describe its form, but it also helps us understand how it could be thought of as a useful tool for exorcism. Finally, it also helps us understand their relationship to lunacy, that it was thought of as something poisoning the mind rather than controlling it. What is also interesting to note is that the possessed are always considered poisoned in their head and not their heart. The snake dagger always went to the eye of the possessed, leaving them partially blind, if they had the good luck to survive.
Sounds like it sounds like a lobotomy.
You think all of them are in this cult business? Even Jeremy?
I'm not sure any of them have a choice at this point. We just need to find a way to stop all of this.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I've been so busy trying to free your uncle from the promise he made to the Dark Man. I guess I kind of just let everything else go.
Don't worry, Detective. I feel like we're close. I'm sure Jeremy will turn up. If he is part of the cult, he wouldn't want to miss the Feast of St. John. I just need enough information to make him see the truth.
I hope you're right, but I doubt he'll show up. Not as long as the Dark Man's got him hiding.
Yeah. furniture key. Key item.
Huh. Has that been there this whole time?
Anything else? Well, let's see what that did. This had an update, and I don't know what it did, but... Interesting. Why is the phone ringing?
Hello?
Detective Carnby?
Who is this? Jeremy?
Jeremy is with the Dark Man. You can't save him.
Well, I've done everything he wanted so far, and there's just one more thing on the list. I expect him to keep his promise and return Jeremy unharmed.
Get out, Detective. While you still can.
Interesting. Interesting.
Detective Carnby wanted nothing more than to make sense of it all. But clearly, that was not in the cards right now.
Obviously.
It wasn't.
Look at that. I got 3 of them. What's we looking at? Oh! No. Okay. I think... No. Ah, all zeros. So we're looking at the chest. And that. And then the wardrobe? We're going to Narnia? No, probably not Narnia. Not that nice, but...
You okay? You look a little frazzled.
Just stupid telephone.
I know. I tried calling the police earlier. The telephone is completely dead.
It's not... Yeah, no, the telephone isn't working.
Another!
Detective Carnby was worried, Emily could tell, that she could see the madness written on his face. But what if he was the only one seeing the truth? Could that still be the case? If only he could find evidence that would make her understand that he had seen beyond the veil, or at least something that would show her he was worth the money she was paying him.
Well, we're gonna find that. But now...
Miss Hartwood, I think you're gonna want to see this.
Is there something in the closet?
Yeah, there is. You don't see the very obvious gate leading to whatever Jeremy's madness is serving up next?
I don't understand. Are you making some kind of fashion metaphor? I'm sorry, I don't have time for this. Can you just tell me what you're doing?
You don't see this. It's fine. It's fine. Catch you later.
Are you going inside the closet?
Yep.
Yeah. You got a problem with that?
No. Do what you think is right, Detective.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Goodbye, Miss Hartwood.
And where are we ending up? I have to admit that it's nice that the perspective from that in that section was just very reminiscent of the original Alone in the Dark. Snow covered, cold. Carnby's gonna freeze.
Disheartened by his failure to make Emily understand what he was doing, Detective Carnby actually felt better seeing the frozen hell before him. There was a finality to it. Its clear symbolic opposite to the dark man's desert made him realize this was the end. Soon it would all be over.
Yeah, I don't know about that. So let's see. Can I save it? Okay, I can save it, which I'm going to do in a moment. We're not going to leave this goddamn thing without checking just inside here first. I have a feeling I'm going to be stepping outside in the very near future. Oh yeah, you can already see it. Okay. See? Enter hell. Yeah. Ice pick weapon. You know, that's kind of sad that we're gonna call it a weapon. Flare gun. Flares, okay. We're not gonna do all that yet. Wait, what's this? Sallow offering. Interesting. Prisoner of Ice. Forbidden knowledge. Okay. Show off the bonus text.
What can be said about Jacob van Ostad without evoking contempt or apologia? The first piece of information is the obvious. He is not the explorer Jeremy idolized in his youth, but the figment of his imagination. If you want biographical facts, I am not the one to answer such questions. In the case of Jeremy, he is a guardian of imagination, or rather a persona appointed the role of containing a self-sabotaging mania. However useful Jacob once was, his loyalty to Jeremy has slowly been replaced by fanaticism. Like a firekeeper who has for decades been burnt by his own sacred flames, now does what he imagines the fire wants. Jeremy has lost all control over Jacob and suffers greatly because of him, but is admittedly also still invigorated by his labor. In the plainest of words, Jacob keeps Jeremy sick so he can remain Jeremy.
Interesting. It's definitely the Greenland expedition. So we're in Greenland?
We found the ancient stellarium perched on a cliff facing the Arctic Ocean after a day of sailing due north of the Eskimo encampment. Jacob van Ostad was our most keen member of the expedition. He had been chasing down the source of a peculiar type of crystallized metal present in several sacred items among the natives on the northeast coast of Greenland. The site was a remarkable find for any explorer, and we were all enraptured in our search for enlightenment and meaning. The surviving architecture seemed almost unearthly in origin and astonishingly sophisticated. The metal Jacob was searching for was abundant, almost ubiquitous. We were so taken by our find that we were surprised by the sun falling below the horizon. As we quickly picked up our gear, ready to head back to our camp, Jacob van Ostad declared that he wanted to stay. He was adamant. We begged him to reconsider. The night would be getting colder by the hour, and we feared for all our safety. Jacob refused, threatening us with violence if we wouldn't leave him alone. As the snowfall turned heavier, we left him there on his own. The next day, the weather became worse, and we had to spend hours enforcing our shelter as our tents became increasingly useless. The group had written off Jacob, thinking he must be dead. I had an urge to make one final attempt to save him, so I headed out as darkness fell with a handful of flares and headed toward the coast and up the climb towards the Stellarium.
Well,
that's when I saw him, transfixed by a burning sky, that celestial lantern.
Probably the Aurora.
Jacob keeled over and let out a painful shriek that struck me with such fear and pity. He was crying in agony, for the cold weather had ravaged his flesh. I called out to him, and he turned to face me. His vacant stare held me in place like a needle through a butterfly, and he said, "You must leave now, Heshtan. Go, and never come back." And so I left.
Well. That was just weird. So, obviously I am going to be heading in that direction next time. Believe it or not, I feel a little bit better saving it inside. However, for right now, we're going to call it an episode, and if you've made it this far, please put in the comments camera angle from the original. And next time, we are going to find this Jacob, and find out what's going on there. Now I have a flare gun. And that should be an interesting twist of fate here. But as always, this is Rich Kale here on YouTube. Rich Gen X elsewhere. I invite you to subscribe to the channel and check out all the other playthroughs that I have going up on the channel. They premiere every day at 3 p.m. We're in a 2-week cycle where I'm working through libraries like Sierra and LucasArts and franchises like Tomb Raider, Sherlock Holmes, Doom, Shantae, Assassin's Creed, Bioshock, and a bunch of others that are like solo in the series. And also have videos that premiere weekly, 10 a.m. as follows. Sunday mornings, Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3 remastered right now. Monday mornings is this. Tuesday mornings is usually fic reading. Wednesdays, either one of the first 7 Final Fantasies, one of the first 3 Final Fantasy Legend or Saga games, or either Chrono Cross or Chrono Trigger. Thursday is usually Dead by Daylight. Friday is a fighting game, ladder story mode. And Saturday is usually a retrospective for a game or series I've beaten the story mode on. So, until next time, I'd like you all to take care and have fun, and please subscribe and like the video. Bye!